Hi, I'm Brenda Lynn Kirangi. I'm a storyteller, MC, and coach. Okay, now that we understand that one of the best ways to live an authentic life is for you to be self aware or to know yourself better, you might wonder, Brenda Lynn, what does self awareness really mean? Like, I hear this word all the time, but what does it mean? Good question. Self awareness is just falling in love with learning about who you are, the core of who you are, what are you made of, why were you created, why were you put on this earth. Just fall in love with that process of understanding yourself. I think for me, that's really as simple as self awareness gets. So that's why I want you to fall in love with who you are so that you can live a very authentic lifestyle. That's the basic reason for me. If you have other reasons out there why you need to be self aware, that's okay. But the beauty about self awareness or the beauty about this journey is that there are no wrong turns. There are so many ways, and all ways will lead you in love with who you are. So, one of the tools I want to talk about today is my favorite. Um, in 2017, when I got a mentor that I talked about in the earlier videos, she's called Dr. Nora Boyer. One of the first things she introduced me to was journaling. I want to talk about journaling as a tool for self awareness and how powerful it is, and how you can learn how to journal for the purpose of self awareness. So, one of the things that I learned is one is to understand who I am, some sort of SWOT analysis. You know how we do SWOT analysis for work, strength, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. So picture yourself doing a SWOT analysis of yourself, like just listing down your strengths, listing down your weaknesses or challenges, listing down your threats and your opportunities. That could be one of the ways to use a journal as a tool of self awareness. One of the things that I fell in love with was, writing about things I like, what I like, what I don't like, um, who I like. Okay, that's a joke. But yeah, you can write about that. So the beauty about journaling is there are no limitations. You want to tell yourself ceteris paribus. In fact, for me, any new book or journal that I get, one of the first things I write is ceteris paribus, which is, I think, Latin to mean all things held constant or all things equal, all factors held constant. We studied that in economics, guys. For those who did economics. Yeah, so if you tell yourself ceteris paribus, that means all factors held constant. Where you grow up doesn't matter. Where you work doesn't matter. Where you went to school doesn't matter. Who you grew up with doesn't matter. How you grew up doesn't matter. What you went through doesn't matter. Who you dated doesn't matter. All those things are constant. If everything was constant, who are you? Who are you truly? If you were not raised in the religion you were raised in, who are you truly? If you were not given the name you were given, who are you truly? If you did not have the siblings that you have, the parents that you have, the job that you have, the car that you drive, who are you truly? What do you like? What do you desire? What do you dream of? What do you fantasize about? Like, imagine if you wrote down all these things, it would be like a whole new world. It's like you're just discovering a whole new world of yourself. And so you fall in love with this person, just get to know them, get to know who they are. One of the other things that I like to use when I'm journaling is the things I like. I just write down everything that I like. And then I say the things I like, but I'm not good at. So I write down the first one is the things I like and I'm good at. I write those ones down. The things I like and I'm not good at yet. I write those ones down. Then I say the things I don't like but I'm good at. I also write those ones down. Then the fourth one is the things I don't like and I'm not good at. Then I write them down. That's another tool for journaling that helps us understand the things we like and we're good at, the things we don't like but we are good at. Because again, maybe some of these things are playing a role in who we are and how we are living our lives. One of the most powerful tools for self awareness is journaling. Write it all down. Write down how you feel. Write down why you feel that way. Write down why you think you behave a certain way. Write down different things and write in a way that you feel safe. Your journal is your safe space. I've mentored young people before who have told me, Brenda Lynn, you see, every time we write our things, our parents come and read them, and then they make a big deal out of them. And I just want to say that with journaling, one of the things I've come to learn is writing is the process. You don't have to keep what you've written. I always encourage people that if you feel like what you've written is not safe where you are, tear it up, burn it, release it, because the process of self awareness has already happened. In you writing down how you feel, what you think about things, who you are, trying to learn why you behave the way you behave, trying to learn more of what you like, what you don't like. That is the process of self awareness. And that is what you need. You don't need to keep it. If you're not in a safe space, you don't need to keep it. Some people have told me, say, my husband or my wife, she reads everything that I write. Then don't keep it, but write. Because in writing down, that is the process of self awareness. And the way the mind is set up is all you need to do is write, and the conversation is happening, the exchange is happening, and the process, the alchemy has started. You have already started the journey of getting to know and understand and accept and love yourself. And that's all that matters. But journaling is a must have go to tool for self awareness. um, I'll tell you one more thing before I close this video. One of the craziest things I do. Hmm. Okay, this is crazy, and you don't have to do it if it's like very cringy or weird. But I found that it has helped me to understand myself better and to live, a very authentic life. One of the things that I do is write a eulogy for myself. I mean, if they're going to say nice things about you when you're dead, and people are going to say all these things, how about if you had to write those same things about yourself? What would you write? So for me, that process, and guys, like, it's so crazy. Like, every time I go through a process, I'm crying, tears all over the place, I'm blowing my nose. It's like I'm killing the ego. I'm dying, and life is like gone, and reality is coming in, like, oh my god, this is actually what you want to be remembered for. This is who you want to be in the world. This is the kind of impact you want to leave. So for me, it's a very cathartic moment. I like it. But you don't have to do that. But if you can, if you're courageous enough, remember our theme for this year is courage, guys. So if you're courageous enough to write a eulogy for yourself, you can do that. It will tell you so much about your desires, your fears. It will open you up to perceiving life in a whole new way. So, yes, number one on our list is journaling. If you have other tools for self awareness that you can share with us, please do in the comments or send me an inbox or a message. But for now, yeah, please go and buy a book and start journaling. See you next time for the next tool of self awareness that I'll be talking about.